Hello, everybody. This is Professor James Hess. I'm the instructor in the course on marketing analytics for the semester. And what I'd like for us to do is to walk through the syllabus so that you understand what it is that you're responsible for doing in this course. So let's look at the syllabus. First of all, you'll see, on the syllabus over to the right, I've highlighted some things. It's my cell phone number. In this course, if you have questions, because this, advanced marketing analytics is not necessarily simple. And if you have questions about cases or the project and things like that, feel free to give me a call on my cell phone. I'll accept phone calls anytime, 24/7, makes no difference. I've gotten some phone calls like at 11:30 in the evening because there's a presentation the next day and they're desperate to figure out what's going on. It's okay with me. Give me a call. I'm not going to read through the syllabus. I expect you guys to read the syllabus. So I'm just going to highlight a couple of things as we go. First of all, the class meets Monday from 6 to 9. I'm not certain that we're going to actually go all the way to 9 o'clock, but the officially scheduled time is Monday, 6 to 9 p.m. This is a course that, in a nutshell, what this course is how to use Excel to improve decision-making in marketing. I'm going to use Excel. I have an older version of Excel, Windows Excel 2016. I actually have on other computers earlier versions of Excel. You guys may be using the Excel 365 and so forth. That's okay. There's some things, however, that will be difficult. My experience is there's some people who want to use Apple Macs, and I'm sorry, my experience is that they do not do all of the advanced Excel that we're going to do in this course, and you may have some problems with that. And I'm sorry, I know nothing about Apple Macs. So if you've got problems, well, I'll help you on the Windows Excel. I don't know what I can help you on Excel on Apple Macs. It's not always been the best, so beware. All right, so there are going to be video lectures, but they're not going to be during the 6 to 9 time period. It's going to be done on YouTube videos, just like the video that you're seeing right now. So when you go to Blackboard, you should see for every class session, there's going to be several things, and one of them is going to be videos. And I will have links so that when you are on Blackboard, if you click on the video link, it should take you to YouTube where the video is, and you can listen to the lectures about the material that is relevant for that class session from my video lectures. Okay, then when we meet, it's going to be in a Zoom meeting Mondays from 6 to 9. And this is going to be taught, I guess it's in some way a hybrid course in the sense that videos are going to be on YouTube and are meant to be viewed before we actually meet. And then when we meet, we will synchronously, discuss a case that is relevant to the topic at hand. I will be sending you an email with a link for our first Zoom meeting and for future Zoom meetings. So expect to see that, before our class meets. There are cases that we'll be discussing during our Zoom meetings. Those two will all be online on Blackboard, so you can go and look for them there. After every case, you can choose to write up the case in a 2-page executive summary of your recommendations. There are, I think, 13 cases throughout the entire term. I'd like for you to do 4 of those. You don't have to do them before we discuss the case. You can wait till your team and you develop an Excel spreadsheet to solve the problem, and maybe you get to listen to the primary discussion leader. One of the teams will be designated as prime, one will be designated as secondary, and when we will work in breakout rooms. But when I feel like the prime discussion leader group is ready, then we'll come back to the main room in Zoom, and they may describe how it is that they do this. Well, you can do the write-up after all of that. So what I'd like for you to do is to pick 4 of the cases to write up and do a 2-page double-spaced executive summary, do it professionally, and I'll leave it to you to be professional about this. I'll judge you on professionalism, but I'll leave it to you what exactly constitutes professionalism. And then I would like you to submit this write-up along with the Excel spreadsheet. This is a course about Excel. So give me your write-up and the Excel spreadsheet upon which your recommendation is based. I expect you in your write-up, since it's just 2 pages, I don't want you to cut and paste out of Excel into your write-up. What I want you to do is to say, the choices are located in cells A7 through B19. So just cite the appropriate part, because I'll look at the Excel spreadsheet, I'll look at your write-up, and it will get, it that way. No need to waste space in this 2-page write-up by cutting and pasting tables out of your spreadsheet. Okay, so there's cases, and you're to do 4 of the 13 cases. There's also a term project, and the term project is of the following variety. Here are 3 papers that marketing scholars have developed. One of them has to do with coupon promotions. One of them has to do with movie mod, which is a paper about how can you guess what the tickets sold are going to be prior to a movie coming out. And then the last one is a customer lifetime value. How could you calculate the customer lifetime value for a company called Tuscan Lifestyles? What I would like for you to do is to take one of these papers and from the paper build an Excel spreadsheet that resolves the issue. Coupons, movies, customer lifetime value. So that's the project for the course. At the end of the term, by the way, that's a team thing. Your team will develop this spreadsheet, but then at the end of the term, I want every member of that team to independently write an explanation of what their team spreadsheet does and how it works. Okay, and you'll also, as we'll see in a minute, you'll make a presentation of your project at the end of the semester. No exams in this course. Yippee-ki-yay-ki-yo. All right. Project instead of an exam. So you're going to be evaluated, roughly speaking, on case write-ups and your project. And as you can see at the bottom of this page, the grading, everything will be Z-scored, by the way. So some professors like to say, oh, you have to have a 93 or above to get an A. No. In this is, you're going to be evaluated on a curve. So I will calculate a Z-score. And if you don't know what a Z-score is, well, then you've probably not had a statistics course, but we'll maybe talk about it later. It's how do you compare with the average grade of other students in the course relative to the standard deviation. So the Z-score. And then, each of the components of the course will be given slightly different, weights, and we will average the Z-scores weighted in an appropriate fashion. And based upon the Z-score for the entire term, I will establish, what kinds of grades, letter grades that you'll get. Okay. I'm going to skip things that, I judge not to be quite, so critical. And here I have a schedule of topics and readings and so forth. And I'm not going to go through it, in great detail, but for example, there are readings. And all I do in the readings box, unless I need to do something else, is I simply put the chapter number 2 and 27 Our book is the book by Winston on marketing analytic models. And so for the first class session, the readings are 2 and 27. Okay, so you'll need to acquire the book either by renting it or buying it from Amazon. We have a case that we're going to do. And prior to the, let's see if I can't, move this over. My screen is not helping me here. It's I've moved to a different orientation. But over on the right-hand side, I've highlighted, these are videos. You'll find links to all of these videos on the Blackboard. And so I expect you to have watched all the videos before we meet, for the first time. Our first class meeting is Monday, January 24th. Right? So there is that. There's a couple of things that, are a little bit unusual. One of the cases is a Harvard case. And I will attach to the bottom of the syllabus a link to Harvard Business Publications where you can buy the case for, I don't know, like $5. You buy the optical distortion case. So some of the readings are, read a Harvard case. And then Andrew Winston is the author of our marketing analytics book, but he also has written other books. And in some cases, the topics that, we're talking about were better done by the Winston and Albright. I think it's called Practical Management Science book. And so for a few times, I will provide on Blackboard a PDF of a section or a couple of pages from the Winston and Albright book. So you'll see that. For example, for identifying efficient subunits, I want you to read chapter 35 of Winston, and then I want you to read chapter 4 of Winston and Albright. Okay, so I'm not going to, I'll walk you through all the cases. Or all the topics. I'm trying to give you some on this page on the syllabus. I'm trying to give you an idea of what the topics are and what the videos that you should watch before class and so forth. And let me just scroll down to the bottom, because on May 2nd, that's our last class meeting, I'm not going to, be covering a case. You guys are going to present your projects. We'll discuss that, in some detail. So that's the course that, you have before you. We have a wide variety of applications of models, Excel models, to issues that are relevant to marketing. For example, here on the 12th class meeting, it's measuring sales bumps. Suppose that you had, during some period of time, you had a sales contest between your salespeople. And if they sold the most, then they got a special bonus of some form or other. All right, well, the only reason you would be doing that is that you expect that the salespeople will work a little bit harder to try and win the contest. And that would lead to a bump in your sales. So how much has the sales gone up during that period of time in which there was a sales contest? All right, so that's what we have before us. I have a lot of fun with this course. I hope you'll have a lot of fun with this course, and expect to hear from me soon with a link to the Zoom thing. Okay, bye.